Here's a hot take. Not all platinum trophies should require blood, sweat and tears. Sometimes you just want a quick win and that's okay. In this video, I'm showcasing the 10 best PlayStation games for stress-free platinums. From games you can finish during a commute to ones that practically hand you the trophy. Whether you're trophy hunting for fun or flexing your PSN profile, these picks deliver maximum reward for minimal effort. Since trophies launched in 2008, they've become a big part of PlayStation culture. Some players chase ultra-rare platinums, but others just want to build their collection without endless grinding. Today we'll cover games that fits different playstyles, quick wins, surprisingly easy AAA titles, and indies with manageable lists. If you've ever looked at your trophy progress and thought, I just want one more platinum, this list is for you. Let's get into it. Ever wanted a platinum trophy before your pizza arrived? Some games make that possible. Certain publishers focus specifically on titles with trophy lists you can complete in a single sitting. These aren't deep experiences, but if you just want to pad your trophy count, they can get the job done fast. Ratalaika Games is one of the biggest names in this space. They port smaller indie games to PlayStation and design the trophies to unlock with minimal effort. Most of their games give you the platinum just for finishing the main story, which often takes under 2 hours. Some even have built-in cheat codes or accessibility options to skip harder sections. Their catalog includes platformers, puzzle games and visual novels, all with the same approach to easy trophies. Then there's My Name is Mayo, a meme game where you tap a jar of mayonnaise for 30 minutes. That's the whole game. It costs a couple of dollars and the platinum pops before you even finish the TV episode. Some players see it as a joke, others treat it as a quick win between bigger games. Either way, it's hard to find a faster platinum. The question is whether these games are worth your time. If you actually enjoy short, simple games, then sure, they serve their purpose. But if you're just grinding for trophies, they might feel empty. Some trophy hunters avoid them entirely, calling them platinum mines that devalue the accomplishment. Others don't care and stack them up to boost their overall levels. There are dozens of these quick platinum games, ranging from cheap indie titles to slightly more polished experiences. Games like Slide, a sliding puzzle game, or 36 Fragments of Midnight, a short platformer, follow the same formula. They're designed to be beaten fast with no hidden challenges or complicated requirements. The upside is obvious. You can add platinum to your profile without sinking dozens of hours into a single game. If you're working toward a higher trophy level, these games help you climb faster, but if you prefer feeling like you earned the platinum, this might not be satisfying. So who are these games for? Mostly players who just want more trophies without the grind. They're also useful for balancing out tougher platinums, like taking a break after a brutally long RPG. But if you're looking for something with real gameplay depth, you'll want to move on to bigger titles. That's where the next section comes in. You might think big budget games always come with brutal platinum requirements, but that's not always true. Some AAA titles keep their trophy lists surprisingly manageable, letting you enjoy the game without stressing over impossible challenges. These are the kinds of platinums where you don't need to replay the game 5 times or collect every single hidden item. You just play normally, clean up a few extras, and the trophy pops. Take Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's a polished, fun superhero game with a platinum that doesn't ask too much of you. Most trophies unlock just by finishing the story and doing some basic side activities. There's no beat the game on the hardest difficulty requirement, no absurd collectible grind, just swing around New York, fight some bad guys, and you're most of the way there. The few extra tasks like completing all enemy bases or upgrading your gear feel like natural extensions of the gameplay rather than tedious chores. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is another great example. The game is packed with action, humor, and stunning visuals, and the trophy lists complement that. Almost everything unlocks by simply playing through the story and exploring a little. There's no missable content, no difficulty related trophies, and no multiplayer grind. Even the optional challenges like finding all the collectibles or using every weapon are straightforward. You can get the platinum in one playthrough without feeling like you're forcing yourself through unnecessary tasks. Then there's Astro's Playroom, the free pack in-game for the PS5. It's a love letter to PlayStation history, and the platinum is just as welcoming. The game guides you towards collecting everything naturally, and none of the trophies are particularly difficult. It's the kind of platinum that feels rewarding without being stressful, perfect for players who want a taste of trophy hunting without the frustration. Why do some big studios design their trophy lists this way? Because not everyone wants to spend 100 hours grinding for one platinum. Accessible lists keeps casual players engaged while still giving completionists something to aim for. Games like Ghost of Tsushima and Horizon Forbidden West also follow this approach. Their platinums require effort, but nothing unreasonable. You're never stuck replaying the same mission 50 times or hunting for one obscure item hidden in a massive world. The best part? These games are actually good. You're not just playing for the platinum, you're playing because they're fun. That's the key difference between these and the quick win games we talked about earlier. With these you get full, polished experience and a satisfying platinum, no compromises. So if you want a platinum that feels earned but doesn't break your spirit, these big budget titles are the way to go. They prove you don't need insane challenges to make a trophy list worthwhile. Now let's shift gears to indie games that nail the same balance. Indie games often takes a different approach to trophies compared to big studios. Instead of making you collect hundreds of items or master insane challenges, they focus on rewarding exploration and creativity. The best ones make trophy hunting feels like part of the experience, not a separate grind. You're not just checking off boxes, you're engaging with the game in a way that enhances the story or gameplay. Take the Artful Escape. It's a visually striking game about a musician's psychedelic journey. And the Platinum Trophy requires almost no extra work beyond playing through the story. There are no missable trophies, no difficulty spikes, just a smooth ride from start to finish. The few additional tasks like finding hidden dialogue options or playing certain songs feels like natural extensions of the game's themes. You're not forced to replay sections or scour every corner of the map, just enjoy the ride and the trophies will come. What Remains of Edith Finch is another great example. It's a short narrative game where the platinum unlocks by simply experiencing everything the story has to offer. There's no grinding, no collectible hunt, just a well-paced, emotional journey with trophies that pop as you progress. The game respects your time, wrapping up in about 3 hours while still delivering a memorable experience. Some players criticize it for being too easy to platinum, but that's missing the point. The trophies aren't the focus, the story is. Not all indie games go this route, of course. Some have brutal trophies lists of obscure requirements. But the best one strikes a balance where the platinum feels achievable without undermining the game's depth. Journey is another standout. Its trophies encourage replayability and exploration without demanding perfection. You can earn the platinum by playing through a few times, discovering hidden areas and interacting with other players online. It's challenging enough to feel rewarding, but never frustrating. The key difference between these and the quick win games we discussed earlier is substance. Indie games like Celeste or Hollow Knight offer tougher platinums, but even they avoid pointless grinding. Their trophy push you to engage with the game's mechanic in meaningful ways, whether it's mastering difficult platforming sections or uncovering hidden lore. You might spend more time on them than the Artful Escape, but it never feels like a wasted effort. So why do indie developers design trophies this way? Because they know their audience. Many indie players prioritize storytelling and atmosphere over endless challenges. By keeping trophy lists manageable, they ensure players leave satisfied rather than burnt out. It's a smart approach, rewarding completionists without alienating casual fans. If you want a platinum that feels earned but doesn't demand your soul, these indie games are perfect. They prove you don't need excessive grinding to make a trophy list worthwhile. Now let's look at the games that are challenging but still fair. Some platinum trophies strike the perfect balance. They're challenging enough to feel rewarding but never cross the line into frustrations. These games demand skill and persistence without requiring impossible feats or endless grinding. You put in work, but it always feels fair, and the payoff is worth it. Take Hades. It's a rough roguelike where death sends you back to the start, but the platinum is designed for players who learn the game's system. There's no beat the game flawlessly requirement or absurd RNG grind. Instead, trophies reward gradual progress, like gifting items to characters or escaping a certain number of times. The more you play, the more unlocks you naturally earn. Even the hardest tasks, like beating high hit runs, feels achievable with practice. The platinum might take 50 to 60 hours, but by the end, you will have mastered the combat and storytelling alike. Returnal is another great example of a tough but fair platinum. The game's combat is punishing, but the trophy lists avoid cheap tricks. There are no miserable trophies, no difficulty-based requirements, just a mix of story progression and optional challenges. The only real grind comes from RNG-dependent collectibles in the later biomes. But even that becomes manageable once you learn how the game generates rooms. What makes Returnal stand out is how the platinum reflects genuine mastery. When you finally get it, you know you've conquered one of PlayStation's hardest shooters. Not every demanding games get this right. Some hide platinums behind brutal tasks like beat the game without dying or complete every challenge with the worst weapon. But the best ones like Bloodborne or Sekiro focus on rewarding skills rather than lack of patience. Bloodborne's platinum requires beating all bosses and fighting hidden areas, but nothing feels arbitrary. Even the Chalice dungeon grind, while tedious, ties into the game's lore and mechanics. The key difference between these and truly oppressive platinum is design. Games like Hades and Returnal make the journey enjoyable, so the trophies feel like milestones rather than chores. Their challenges test your understanding of the game, not just your tolerance for repetition. That's why they're so satisfying. They prove you genuinely gotten better, not just logged enough hours. If you want a platinum that feels earned without breaking your spirit, these are the games to try. They're tough, sure, but they respect your time and skill. Whether it's mastering Hades combat or surviving a Returnal alien world, you walk away with bragging rights and maybe even a new favorite game. So which of these platinums will you tackle next? From quick wins to satisfying challenges, there's something for every trophy hunter. Whether you're after a fast platinum or a rewarding challenge, there's something here for every trophy hunter. Quick wins like My Name is Mayo pad your count in minutes, while indies like What Remains of Edith Finch offer meaningful experiences with low-stress platinums. Big budget games such as Spider-Man Miles Morales prove you don't need insane grinds for a satisfying 100%. And if you want a real test, Hades and Returnal deliver tough but fair trophies that feels earned. For more suggestions, you might want to check out platprices.com. You can there match games with your own hunting style. Now tell me, which platinum are you going for next? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget, enjoy your games.